Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase once again, brought to you by our friends at Wheel Collectors, Matt and Matt, who told me thank you, but I'm telling you thank you, Matt. They sent these over to me. Freeze that screen. You can get these models if you want, among many other things, over at their store. There's a link in the description. Hot Wheels ID, the latest mix. They've been hitting hobby first. Then I think hitting Targets. Is that about it? I'm not entirely sure. It seems like Target's been getting them. I've got the new mix. There are some pretty sweet cars. I need to find that Chase one. I'm looking at some of the other stuff. There's that Porsche Taycan or Taycan. You guys tell me how to say it. Taycan? All I know is I want one. Hot Wheels and the real version. Maybe someday. Anyway, I got this game all updated because we're going to put the cars in there. So I'm going to hit continue. Looks like there's some information here. There's my Tesla. I gotta update my thing here. And I think we are ready to get these into the garage and all set up. Have a look at the models themselves. There's two that I'm about, and then a bunch that I'm really excited about, including four new castings. Asphalt Assault is the first one. I actually took the cars out of here already, but you know, same packaging. I'm in the garage, by the way, which is kind of fun to do. All of this stuff, same packaging that we've seen with the Hot Wheels ID. And here is the model. We'll take a look at that first. In gray, right? Asphalt Assault has been around for a very, very long time. At one point, it was a super treasure hunt. Years and years and years ago, kind of that generic. It's such a mean word, generic, but you know, a fantasy Hot Wheels casting, but made to look like a drift car of that era, I would imagine. I don't know what else to say, but we can have a look at it. We'll put it into our little into the portal here, and let's have a look at the model. We can do the same thing here. Have a look. I've said this before. I really like how it's not like everything is the same. When you get the car in the game or in the app or whatever, it looks exactly like the car does in real life. They don't enhance anything or change anything. I think that's kind of cool. So the Asphalt Assault, you are in the garage. Next one. I kind of like this casting. Speed Dozer. Limited run collectible. I'm trying to see if there's any other detail here. I mean, not enough for me to collect it, but it is kind of a cool. I mean, it's just so ridiculous that I kind of like it, right? There's reason to like that one. Here's the model. Those are some big wheels on the back. In fact, they had to go with the standard basic wheels, right? And they didn't go with the ID wheels. At least on the front they did. They have the off-road version, but they've obviously not made one big enough for this. Is this the second version of the Dozer, whatever it's called, the Speed Dozer? I think it is. I like it. It says Hatton Construction on the top. Really nice, cool color. Kind of a cool casting. Let's get it in the garage. There it is. Uploading. Here it is for you Speed Dozer fans. Ah, there is one difference. They did give it the ID wheels on that. Looking kind of cool, right? You guys like it? I like it. Typically, I don't like cars like that, but I like that one. Continue, and you were in the garage. We'll take a look at the garage a little bit later. All right, now we're into the cars that are more, you know, our vibe here. Porsche 918 Spyder. I thought about bringing this one out to compare it to the original 918 Spyder casting that came out a few years ago. It's been a super treasure hunt, actually in blue like this one. But I decided it's got to be exactly the same casting, right? It's got to be at least pretty close to it. In fact, when you look at it, you can see that there's no upslope chin on this one. This one gets the proper treatment. Lots of details on top, details on the back, headlight, everything else is totally there. And it looks really, really good. And I dig these. I've said this 100 times. I really dig the ID wheels, and I think they really, really work here. Let's have a look on the app. Here she comes. Porsche 918 Spyder in Spectra Flame Blue. So add this one to like the Bugatti, the Honda Civic Type R. We see there. I mean, the arsenal of ID castings has really grown, especially when they've got made things a little more collector oriented. I really, really dig that Porsche 918 Spider. All right. Drift models first or the Corvette? Let's go with the Corvette. Well, let's look at the box first. There it is, and this is a brand new, that's my garage. This is a brand new casting. When I'm in the garage, I gotta forget to set the door, else it likes to automatically close. Built from scratch, so not like the Matchbox. The Matchbox is its own model. I think it has same size wheels on the front and back. This this Hot Wheels version of the 2020 Corvette, the C8, is its own. We'll put that right here. In fact, we'll just have a look at the model. Inspector Flame Orange. Nice stock version, just like the Porsche. Nice. And let's see, details on the front, back, and on the side. Black rims, which look really good. I mean, it's the Corvette. I would imagine we'll see this maybe transfer over to the basic range at some point too. It'd probably be very easy to do that. Have we seen any ID new castings move over to the basic range yet? I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's go ahead and put it in the portal. Here it comes, the brand new 2020 Corvette. Doesn't that look nice? I guess I should probably show it off. Sorry, things happen. You get a little distracted. There it is, looking really good. Cool casting. Matchbox or Hot Wheels, I have no idea. I really like the C8R that Hot Wheels did. I really like Matchbox's stock Corvette, and I like this one too. It's a little more kind of the old school Hot Wheels-ish with the large wheels in the back, but I think technically it has larger wheels in the back, right? So that is the C8 Corvette. All right, let's talk about these drift cars. Mazda RX-7 Drift. So this is interesting. So very much a collector-oriented car, right? The 95 Mazda RX-7, but they've gone drift, which allows them to make it, look at that nose, very much track compatible. Now, I actually had to bring out the RX-7 casting so we can kind of compare and contrast. It does look, here, I'll put it right here. It does look to be about the same size. I'm assuming notes were compared on these. Obviously the nose and the hood is very different, but different enough to, you know, there's enough differences there. I think even the interior does look to be very similar. So, and obviously the spoiler is different as well. But taking a look at the car, this one looks really cool. Chrome rims, Hot Wheels Drift Team, right? YRP. Spectre Flame Aqua, is that the color on this one? I think it looks kind of cool, and you know, they can make it a drift car. This is one way to do it, to make it track compatible and cool for us collectors, is to give it that kind of beat up drift nose, or at least that kind of removed nose to make it drift safe. All right, let's look at it in the oh, we got to continue here. There we go. This should, there we go. Mazda RX-7 coming in. Everything looks the same, including that purple trim. Looks kind of cool. There may be a day, you know, it's not looking likely, but maybe there will be a day one day where these are all dollar cars, and every Hot Wheels car you can get at the store from a well, maybe not a premium because of the die-cast chassis, but all the basics that have the plastic chassis also have this clear base and this chip, right? Seems to make sense. All right, last one. Nissan Silvia S14 Drift. Once again, same concept here. New casting, probably notes compared with the other S14, which is a premium only. And then they, you know, modified it to become track compatible. We have to look at that, right? Here is the model. Nose is gone. Spoiler is different. Should we have a look with the... I pulled out the white one. I thought this would be the best way to compare. Side view looks very similar. Obviously, it's a lot of details different, but I'm just trying to get a sense of the silhouette. Yeah, it looks just about the same, right? Don't want to drop these. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. There's just enough differences, but I do think notes are compared, and then, you know, I can't really tell on the interior either. if anything is different. But let's have a look at the model itself. Looking good. Pink. Spectraflame pink. That's always a popular color with the Hot Wheels collectors. I'm digging it too. Hot Wheels ID, is that Domination? Is that what it says? I think this one looks cool. What I like about this one is instead of that little kind of bar in the front like the RX-7 has, this one is just, it's just fully gone. It has a really cool drift look to it, right? This one's taken a few hits and then modified to get around the track, be as light as it can, and I think this one is very cool. So we got to put it into the, there it is, Nissan Silvia S14 rolling in. And this one looks very cool as well. I don't even know what else to say, because see, but just that nose, I just think that nose is so cool. So cool. You guys tell me what you think. I think this is a fantastic set. Can't beat the HKS R34 and the Bugatti Chiron from the last mix, but this is a nice mix for sure. And I'm just curious what else we're going to see from Hot Wheels ID, because it seems to be kind of, it's cool for us collectors, right? Don't think it did what they were hoping, but us collectors are definitely benefiting. You guys tell me what you think. Which one's your favorite? Which ones do you have? I know these are found in Targets already, and you can definitely get them at Wheel Collectors. Thanks, everybody. Bye.